How does limited access to capital and networks affect our growth?
I can like for being an electrical contractor and having access to capital and resources, things as simple as you take materials, you take tools for granted. If you don't have them, they will stifle your business or it makes it more difficult for you to get things done. Like it can take you 3 or 4 times the amount of time to do something if you don't have the right tools. Tools may be expensive, but if you got access to the capital to where you can purchase those tools, like like when you can go out and purchase something and you can get it on time. Okay, now you can purchase it but you can get it with 30-day net. Now you have time to go in and bring the resources in to pay for it, and it's not an issue. But if you didn't have access to the tools or the materials, like certain jobs you just would not be able to do because otherwise you'd have to spend, and it's not wise to go in business to spend all of your personal money.
Right.
It's like that is a recipe for disaster.
Right.
Your money should be working for you.
Hmm.
But it's like if you needed access, it may be a great job, but you needed $20,000 worth of tools and materials. If you got access to the tools and the materials, you can do the job. But without the access to it, it's like you show up on day one, you have no material, you have no tools, you cannot do the job, so you're not going to be able to win the job. But when you can show up and you have access to it, then people have faith in you and they're going to continue to they'll give you more jobs, they give you more work because they see you do have access to the resources. But not having access to it, it will limit you the type of work that you're doing or the work that you may want to be able to get.
Hmm. Oh, that's brother Ezekiel.
He said it all. If you have limited capital, then you can't buy a business. You can't create a business. If I don't have money, then there's no way I can create a business. So you have to figure out how to generate that startup money. That's why the saying in the black community is it takes money to make money.
Hmm.
So without that, then there's no business. It's just gonna stay a vision in your head. You'll never be able to bring it out into the world.
That's when you can't manifest, huh?
Right.
What they call it, I call it RDL, is racial disparities in lending. And it kind of goes back to some of, what you brothers already shared when it talks about, you know, having the right capital in order for your business to grow, and when it comes to racial disparities in lending, you go to a bank, um, because you're in the wrong neighborhood, like I think you alluded to, you're in the wrong neighborhood, they're not going to give you the funding that you need. You go there looking for $150,000 because you need to get more inventory, bring somebody on that's going to sell the inventory, is going, because it's the demand for your products, and they give you $15,000.
Exactly.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
They're not doing anything but putting you in debt. Because if I mean you do need funds. Your hope is I get that 15, maybe I can get some investors. Now you start looking for somebody that's gonna charge you 18% interest on
Yeah.
something that's not gonna make any sense.
Yeah.
It's so many